Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. It's been quite a long time for me where I haven't made a video, and I am not sure if I will be making many more videos. It will really depend on how my work schedule goes for 2023, and I won't know until 2023 actually starts. So we'll see how things go. But I thought I would do a very quick flick through of my Roxy Creations journal. I think it's number 2, which is the Christmas journal for me. It took me a little while to get started, and I've been working on it progressively over the 6 months, and I've finally put it all together. I'm happy with it. Most of the pages I really like. The front cover I'm not so happy with, but by the time I'd put it all together I just wanted to finish it. I have to be honest, I was ready to finish. I needed to get it done so that I would have the time to start the new project, which I'm hoping to do, but we'll see how we go. Now, okay, let's get on with this. I have done, I have shown some of the pages previously, both on my Instagram, and I'm pretty sure I did a video as well, but I'll go through it all again as a complete package. So, as I said, front cover, I wanted to leave the book cover as it was, but I did have to change the spine. I had to increase the width of the spine. It just wouldn't fit inside. So that's why I've put the there's calico and a bit of lacy, I think it was part of a tablecloth or something, and a little bit here to hide the Reader's Digest emblem that was there. So that's what I've done with the cover. I may actually put some little gold corners on when I find them. I'm sure I've got some, but I'm not sure where they are. So here we go. This is the reindeer page with a little Christmas present here, a little bit of embellishment here as well. That was a design that I drew on there. I transferred it from an outline that I got from the internet, and then did some stem stitch around that. This was just randomly done, as were the little hollies, and it's got blanket stitch around the edges. The next one was the wreath, Christmas wreath. So these were just different colors of felt that I put around there with some little bead, just lift that up, little beads there for the berries, bit of a ribbon, another little present with a bell, and I think that must have been a tag embellishment to go with that page. What's next? Oh, the Christmas tree page. So I did different fabrics for each of the sort of the tiers of the Christmas tree. Did a bit of a slow stitch background using different fabrics. A few little embellishments, buttons, some bells, some little stars, and the tab, which was the tab or cluster with a Santa button on there. So that's that one. Where are we up to? Okay, we have the Christmas village, which I just pieced together some little bits of fabric to make the little houses, did some embroidery, and scattered some Christmas trees in different styles. That one's fabric, sewn, and a little felt one, and there was a little felt one tucked under there as well. The next page is the snowman. Now I'm just thinking what I did. I made the little, that's a little beanie or a little hat out of some embroidery thread, and I did see a YouTube video where the lady was making gnome hats, and that's how I got the idea for that. I can't remember who, what video it was or who she was now. Anyway, and I did have to colour that particular bit of felt for orange, which I did talk about in the last video I made. And we have the little scarf, some embroidery stick arms, and some buttons and some beads. That's my snowman. I've tried to keep the primary colours as red and green with a little bit of yellow / gold. Now this one, we have the Nutcracker Page. He was very challenging. I did get an outline off the internet, and I think I photocopied it several times so that I could cut out the different parts and then pieced him together. I did get some of that, I think it's called heat and bond, something like that, where you iron it onto and it kind of glues the fabric together. I did do a bit of that, but it is also sewn onto the fabric as well with a little bit of embroidery. This one was a pocket, and it has a tag, which is another present as well, so that just tucks in there. Now this one, considerably more challenging. The prompt was, I think, a printed Christmas image, and with an envelope as the embellishment. So what I did, I printed the image onto fabric, and that's the first time I've actually done that. It took a little bit of tries to get it right. I did discover that it worked really well in my printer that has a top feed for the paper, so it doesn't have to come out of a tray and around, it just went down and through, and it worked actually really well. I think the trick is to make sure that when I used this adhesive spray to stick the fabric onto a piece of photocopy paper, and then I used some washi tape right across the top and folded it over and really made a crisp edge for the printer to grab the paper and feed it through. It worked reasonably well. I was really happy with it actually, and did several more after that, as you'll see as we go through, but really loved doing that. Really glad that I looked up how to do that. So I was really pleased with that. So this is my envelope with a few little embellishments on there. We have a little gingerbread dangly thing. We have some different embellishments of different bits of lace and things. We have a button here which serves the purpose of closing the envelope, which was just cut out from a Christmas fabric, and I put some stiffening on the back so it's a little bit stiffer. And we have a postcard of another Christmas printed image inside with a little bit of embellishment there, and postcard on the back with some blanket stitch around the edges. So that was, and I think I put there's some thickener, might have been a piece of felt in there actually to give it a bit of substance so it wasn't too floppy. So that's my envelope slash printed image. On the other side, which is my all-time favourite page, I love the gingerbread house. I think it worked out really well. Again, slow stitched piece background with a felt outline of a gingerbread house with some embellishing lace. That was a pipe cleaner. This here was some felt where I've just done a bit of sewing to give it that paved look. These were beads that I found in a cheapy shop actually. I was really pleased with those because they worked out perfect for what I wanted. And we have a little gingerbread man here and more candy cane there. So I was really happy with that one. Love that one. The next one is the Christmas bird. It is supposed to be a robin, and what I did with that, I'll just grab this. I did paint an image, draw and paint an image on paper, scanned it and then printed it on fabric. So it's interesting the different colouring, but it worked okay, so I was happy with that. Popped a little Christmas hat, and I did sew him onto the background first. Now this one's supposed to be a belly band, so technically you can put things through there. It's a belly band, and we have a candy cane made out of the pipe cleaners, and it just sort of sits into there like that. And that's made of felt, a little bit more felt here, a bit of ribbon, not ribbon, lace, and lace along the edge as well. Bit of embroidery on the actual bird, on the eye here, and a little bit on the wings. So that's my Christmas bird. Next page is my Santa. Ran out a bit of steam for this one. I opted for what I sort of saw as a little bit of a cheat. Again, I printed the image onto the fabric, cut him out, glued him, well not glued, sewed him to the background, which was again slow stitched, and I did a little embroidery on it as well. Put some beads and a little bit of a bell for embellishment, a little bit of embroidery there and a little bit here, and I just put some ribbony things on the corners and up the top there, some lace. The next one was a snow globe, and by this point I was unsure what I was going to put in the snow globe, because we kind of covered most of the things that I associate with Christmas. So I am kind of into gnomes at the moment, so I did a Christmas gnome. So that's my little gnome with his little, holding a little parcel or present. He's got some beads on his hat. Well, actually the beads are supposed to be, you might not be able to see them on the camera actually. Maybe if it's supposed to represent snow. I have some little felt Christmas trees with some stitching and some buttons and beads on there for decoration. We have the bottom of the snow globe, which is just fabric with some long stitches with, what's that, it's like a metallic-y type of cotton with a shiny gold colour. And we have some more different embellishments there as well, just to finish the page. And the last page, probably my least favourite, I'm not sure, but maybe. This one was a felt background with, it's got glitter in the felt. I just thought I needed something plain to offset the printed image of the angel. And with the angel I've put some little bits of fabric which were part of some sari silk to give a leafy sort of a viney look behind, with some beadwork and just some like flowers in there. This is just some fabric with some beads and a bit of lace, just to embellish her a little bit more than just having a plain angel there. And we've got some gold stitching and a little bit of a cluster there as well. Now this one had the flip, which on this side it's got just Merry Christmas and a few little embellishments on some, there is a name for that but I can't think what it is right now, and then we just have another printed image on the back there. So that is my Roxy Creations Journal of Stitchery Volume 2 Christmas one, and that is the finished journal. So very pleased with it. Was a lot of work but did enjoy it. The stitching is something that I don't mind doing a little bit in the evening, so you know, once every couple of weeks I'd take it out and do a little bit more, and eventually got it finished. So that was really good, really happy with that. For the next project, for those people who are interested in having a look at what the next project is, it is kind of a scroll with like a garden sort of, or flowers and things sewn along it. Now for my scroll I have, and I'll just grab it from the other side, I had a look online, but in Australia it's not that easy to grab vintage sort of scroll things. So what I did, just move that, so what I did was I made one. I got some dowel, piece of dowel, and cut it, or I think actually it wasn't dowel, I think it might have been a broom handle or something, just an older one. So I had that cut down, and then I got some 10 centimeter circles. There's 4 there, 4 on each end, that I glued together. I got those off the internet. I think they might have been Amazon because they came the next day, so it's probably an Amazon one. I ended up with 50 of them, but doesn't matter, I'll find something to use them for. And I had my partner attach it to the pole, and then we also put a little smaller one here just for a bit more of an embellishment. And I will stain that with some probably acrylic paint or something to give it a more vintage look to it, but I thought that would be the basis for my next project. So hopefully I'll be able to get onto that when it starts and get it done. And that's all I think I've got to show you. I don't get a lot of time for crafting anymore, which is really disappointing, but it is how life goes sometimes. Priority at the moment is unfortunately my job, so that's life. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you very much for the support of my channel. I haven't finished all the collages from the Marguerite Miller collages from 2022. I'm hoping to get them done. I don't even remember how far I got, but I'm hoping to get them done. If I do, I will just do a quick show of the ones that I haven't done videos for. Other than that, I probably won't be doing the collages this year. I think one project is probably enough for me at the moment. I do have a lot of other half-done projects that I'd really like to finish. I have lots. Many. I've started a lot of things from different YouTube channels that I haven't finished. I have other projects that I've just started from things I've seen, and I haven't finished those. So my goal for 2023 is to actually finish some stuff, because I'm running out of space in my craft room. I keep having to buy more boxes to put them all in, and I have so much stuff in my craft room and I'm just not using it. So 2023 is going to have to be a year that anytime I've got to finish some projects. When I finish some things, I may do some videos. As I said, I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see how things go. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I do get some emails from some of my subscribers, which I'm quite happy to read and respond. I love the contact that I've had with people. One thing I will say is that I have changed my post office box number, so it will be in the description box. So if you are someone who does send me stuff, please check the new post office box. Alright, I think that's about it for now. So thank you once again, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye for now.